Hello everybody and welcome to Yachting, an Yachting report live from south of France and the Cannes Yachting Festival 2023. I'm with David Foulkes, CEO of Brunswick Corporation, and today we will share about strategy. Good afternoon, David.
Good afternoon, Nicholas.
Thank you very much to welcome us aboard this Sea Ray SPX 210, the latest model of the brand.
It is the latest model and it's a beautiful boat, as you can see.
Family boat.
It is a family boat. It's a family brand. It's a premium brand, but it's also a family brand.
Boat. Family is at the heart of the DNA of Brunswick.
It is, absolutely. You look across all the, we try and get as many people on the water as we possibly can. Whether it's by boat ownership or through Freedom Boat Club. You know, we own 18 boat brands. So 18 boat brands. So there is a way onto the water for everybody, no matter what they want to, what the part of segment of boating they want to be in, no matter what price point they want, we have a way to get them on the water.
Yeah, you have an answer for each client.
We do.
You do the best job. So David, Brunswick is a really sole company on the market. You are the world leader in the boating industry market. With a really unique strategy, you have a 360 degrees offer to clients. Could you explain that to our viewers?
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. As you know, we offer 18 brands of boats, but we have Mercury Marine, incredible propulsion provider with a wonderful range of outboards and stern drives. We have Navico Group, which provides the latest marine electronics, advanced power management technology. We have our parts and accessories businesses that provide, from all those people who have Mercury engines on the water, of course, they need consumables, lubricants, part replacements, all those things. So we try to provide a very holistic service to all of our consumers. And we do think that it's important, especially in this age of advanced technology, that everything works together. You can get some individual part that works well, but when you have thousands of those parts on a boat, there's a lot of opportunities for them not to work well together. Our vision is everything works perfectly. Everything works intuitively for every boat owner.
In terms of strategy, it's really clever because we are on a very cyclist market, and maybe when a boat market is not so dynamic, you can compensate this loss of dynamic with other segment of offers of products. I think to equipment, I think to consumables or boat clubs.
You're exactly right. We've deliberately constructed our portfolio of businesses to be what we call cycle resistant or cycle resilient. And you're exactly right. Of course, our boat brands and our boat businesses are very important to us, but we have parts of our business, like our parts and accessories business, that really depend more on people using the boats that they have than on buying new boats. And what we've seen through cycles is that even though unit sales of boats will go up and down as the economy goes through its cycles, if people have a boat, they use it. And that is the basis of the strength of our parts of accessories.
You have an answer to their needs.
We have an answer to all of their needs.
At each moment.
At each moment. And you also mentioned boat clubs, which are increasingly important. We own Freedom Boat Club, the biggest boat club in the world, 400 locations now. And that is a subscription model. It's a very cycle resilient model, as you know from things like Netflix and all the other subscriptions that people have. That people buy into it. It's like a club, and then they pay their monthly dues. So the business is a very predictable business. Of course, we're growing it quickly, but it's also a very predictable business for us.
A few words about economics and the situation, because last week you published really impressive information, financial information. Could you give us more precision about these performances?
Yeah, I mean, it's very clear that consumers around the world are under more pressure from the cumulative effect of inflation over the past 2 years, which has been high in Europe, in the US and elsewhere, and also high interest rates. So if you look at our boats, about 50% of our boats are financed. at the point of sale. So interest rates have a significant effect on our consumers. So it's in these kind of situations, various things are important. It's important that you have flexibility to try and meet the needs of the consumer with the right price points, sometimes with offers and discounts to help stimulate the marketplace. But also what's really important is having new product and new technology. Because if you think about times when availability was constrained, people will take whatever they can get.
Yeah.
But at the moment, availability is not constrained, and prices are high, people have choices. So at this point in time, it's very important to have the newest designs, the newest technology.
Latest offer, technologies, sexy products.
You do need sexy products right now. It's the right time to have all of the investments that we made in propulsion, in boats, in electronics. Now's the time that those really mean a lot. When consumers have choices, we want them to choose us.
We are aboard a really sexy Sea, a small family boat. You launch a new brand, a Navan. You launch new electronics offers. Innovation, it's at the heart of your development?
It is. You know, our tagline is "Next Never Rests." And that is a sign that we, although we're the biggest company in the marketplace, we don't rest on our laurels. We're always pushing the boundaries. We always want something new. We always want something better to satisfy the consumer. And so we're always pushing boundaries, whether it's technology or business models. You mentioned a few. Recently, of course, we launched our Avator electric outboard engine.
It was really surprising because at the same time you were launching a V12 outboard engine and in the same time electric engine, and nobody were waiting for such a launch.
No, I think, you know, it's lovely when you surprise people. It is so nice when you bring out something that's surprising.
It's a big circle.
It is a big circle. And you think about a V12 600 horsepower engine and a small electric outboard as different, but the reality is there are a lot of similarities.
Really?
And it's not about the technology, it's about satisfying people's consumers' needs. What do they want? They want something that's smooth and quiet and efficient. And both of those products meet that need in a different way. The 600 is not an electric engine, but it's the first ever engine to have an automatic transmission. The first ever outboard motor to have a steerable gear case. It has lean burn combustion in it. So it's a powerful engine, but we're trying to make it as fuel efficient as possible.
Yeah.
And if it's fuel efficient, then it has lower carbon emissions. Yeah. The same with the Avator. We'll get after efficiency and carbon emissions from Avator. Technologies are completely different, but the end goal for the consumer and the environment is the same.
You launched 3 electric outboard engines. Is your target to be the leader in this market?
Yes. We honestly never go into a market thinking that we want to be number 2. We always go in thinking that we're going to be number 1, and usually we get there, and that is our ambition with Avator and electrification. We think that electrification will enter and be an important part of the marine market. We do think that with the current level of technology, it is mainly going to be in smaller boats, and that's where the Avator comes in. We'll keep launching more and more higher horsepower. And yeah, we think it's not only our technology. Of course, we have wonderful dealer partners and distributors and service and maintenance people in the field. Mercury Marine has more than 10,000 dealers in the network. So we don't just launch a product, we want to be able to support it in the field as necessary to meet all of our consumers' needs. And that's our objective with electric outboards and with conventional product.
A few days ago, you announced the buying of electric sea toys solution. Does this strategical buying means you want to develop specific electric offers as a boating solution for clients?
Yeah, I think, so the company we bought is called Fliteboard, and it's one of the 2 biggest e-foil companies in the world. And e-foiling is a combination of electric power with a surfboard with a foiling system underneath. It's very cool to watch. But I think what's very interesting about it is if I look at wake sports boats right now, they're pretty expensive boats typically. Their objective is to make a big hole in the water that you can surf behind. And so they're expensive already and they're pretty heavy. So now you want to electrify them. So you're going to make them even heavier and even more expensive. So you put that out of the reach of many people. But if you take a step back, you say, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to provide
most people on the sea.
Yeah, but we're trying to provide a continuous surfing experience. You don't need to do that with a great big boat digging a hole in the water and a surfboard behind it. You can use electrification and clever foiling technology to be able to surf for 3 hours. And it's a wonderful experience. I feel, and you can do that for $10,000, not $200,000. So I think if sometimes with electrification,
you will enlarge.
Yeah, people go in with this sometimes like a brute force approach. I'm going to take out a big combustion engine, I'm going to put in a big electric motor. But that typically makes it heavier and more expensive. If you can find ways to give people the experience that they want, which is a fun, continuous surfing experience, and find a different way to do it with electrification, I think that's a win all around.
As a conclusion, David, do you see an opposition between electrification and traditional outboard engine and motorization?
No, I see them as complementary. I think electrification has become very popular in light-duty road vehicles, cars. And it really became popular when the overall utility of the car was roughly the same as a combustion engine car. The range became similar, the performance is similar. But cars are a bit of a unique case. If you look at aircraft or commercial vehicles or boats, they're all more weight sensitive. They all need longer range. They're trying to carry heavier loads. Electrification is not going to be the universal solution there. We need to find other ways to do it with alternative fuels, with alternative technology. So I think what we're trying to do is find the right portfolio of technologies that allows people to do whatever they need to do, whatever they enjoy doing, whatever they love doing, in the most environmentally conscious way. And I don't think that's just one solution. I think electrification is a part of the solution, but there are a portfolio of opportunities there.
Joker question, David. I've always a joker question. How many electric outboard engine do you imagine at Mercury's range in 4 years?
How many will we produce, or how many
models?
How many models in 4 years? I could easily see 10 models.
10 models? Wow.
Yeah.
A great ambition.
Yeah.
To be the leader. Always to be the leader.
Yeah, and when I think that there's a, especially with electrification, the bigger you go, the different battery solutions that you need, so they have to be quite tailored, but they also have to be modular. And what you can see that we're doing in Avatar is modular solutions, building blocks that make things bigger. So even though we might have 10 models, that doesn't mean 10 unique models. Each model could be a derivative of another model. We could use some of the same building blocks in all those.
Thank you very much, David.
You're very welcome, Nicholas. It's a pleasure.